Mike here. The Excelsior Henderson EH Riders Club, formerly the Excelsior Henderson Road Club, have rallies throughout the country. Most of the time they're back east somewhere where most of the riders are. But every once in a while, us guys living further west get a wild hair up our, and try to put together some kind of a rally that we call the West Coast Rally. Out here in the middle of the desert, millions of miles from the closest coast. So we did the next best thing. Well, we had a rally based on the Colorado River. Laughlin, Nevada, on the Colorado River, closest thing to a coast we've got around here. Anyway, this video is just kind of some highlights of that entire rally, if you want to call it that. We had several participants. I would like to thank Tom and Ann Schmenk from coming all the way from Ohio to join us. I would like to thank Ray and Manny Turner from coming all the way down from Idaho to join us. And then, of course, my brothers in California, Doug and Angel. They drove out here with a trailer as well. And another fellow I'm going to introduce you to right now, he's also from California, and he's got a YouTube channel. My name is Mike, and I'm surrounded by bikes. I'm in Laughlin, Nevada, on the Colorado River, with a bunch of Excelsior Henderson owners. And I have with me here Santford, who is the proprietor of a video YouTube channel called Automotive Villainy. And so if you guys get a chance, check out his channel. He's got a lot of cool machines, including Excelsior Hendersons. So we're doing a few clips here. He's videoing a bunch of it with his 360-degree camera. So as usual, his videos will be superior to anything I've got. So check out his channel.
Somewhere in a dusty, dirty back alley in western Arizona, not far from historic Route 66, is an old fart trying to cram a square peg into a round hole. He'll work on anything, just as long as it's got at least 2 cool wheels.
Okay, so this is Santford of Automotive Villainy. This is the Super X he's riding at today's event. I hope you guys can hear me over the racket here. There's a lot of bikes in town. Santford, you want to talk a little bit about Oddball and why it's an oddball?
Well, Oddball is just kind of odd. It never is happy with whatever gear it's in. It's never happy with whatever fuel I give it. And no matter what you do, it always runs a little different every day. And that's why we named it Oddball. And we're going to go for a ride today, and we'll see what kind of oddness happens. But
Oddball got you here safely from San Diego to Laughlin, Nevada. So that's a testimonial right there, isn't
it? It never leaves me stranded, but it's never happy either.
there's a couple more down here too.
Yeah, it's real green, a lot of algae. But just kind of, some guy had got a wild hair up his butt and walled this in.
Smart.
Yeah, and it makes a natural little place for the wildlife to get water too. So
I don't see any coyotes around here.
coyotes?
Yeah.
See, you know, dog hillbillies and shit. Well, they call us flatlanders. I'm a flatlander, man. This shit I don't like driving this in the car.
Well, that's going to do it for this little recap of our Super X weekend. There's going to be a lot of stuff posted. If you go to the Excelsior Henderson Club page on Facebook, there's going to be a whole bunch of pictures there. And of course, Automotive Villainy. I know Santford is probably working diligently at editing the stuff that he did when he was on the trip. There's just a lot of interesting stuff in this area. I'm really glad a lot of folks are able to come and join me and, see some of the cool stuff that I get to see every day. Thanks for watching.